Session. Today we are going to talk about the type of heater cooler machines and their disinfection protocol. So first we're going to talk about the HU35. HU35 is the smaller warmer which is connected with the our mostly ECMO console, which keeping help to keep temperature in a normothermic position to maintain a normothermia. So this machine is all a warmer, is not a heat exchanger. It's not a heater cooler. This is only the warmer. So we're maintaining the temperature around like a 35 to 36 degrees Celsius. And so we will need to learn how we are going to change the water and how we're going to disinfect our warmers. So the protocol of disinfection of HU35 warmer is if the HU35 is used on a regular basis, we need to disinfect within every 7 day as per or either each use of our one patients, and we can disinfect our heater cooler this warmer with the chlorine in the water system of HU35. So we need to perform the steps to disinfect HU35. First of all, we need to understand how we're going to empty, how can we drain this console, this device. Then we need to how we're going to disinfect the device. And third is how we're going to rinse the HU35 with with disinfection fluid. So if there is a typical any myobacteria in the water system, so we can disinfect with the chlorine solution, and it must be used in entire water volume of the SU35. So it is a highly effective disinfection, and biofilm removal with the chlorine disinfection solution is described under the high level of disinfection of the biofilm removal of the process of process for HU35. So first of all, there is a protocol how we're going to drain and rinse and disinfect HU35. First of all, we have to switch off our device. Then we have to disconnect from the power supply. Then we have to disconnect the water lines, and then we have to disconnect the water tubings and water lines, and then we have to drain properly. So for draining, we need to open the top leg and the back. There's a two stopper on the one is on the top and then one is on the back. So we need to open both stopper, and then empty the water tubes with the hands and coupling over outflow, and then put the container under the SU35 to place the SU35 over the over an outflow or other as place where we can drain all this volume properly, so that water can be empty and instead of spreading on the floor, we need to empty properly in the container. Then, as I mentioned, we have to unscrew the top screw, neck cap and the back neck cap. Uh, then the tip of SU35 backward to angle of 45 so we can drain water properly, and do not lose the sealing ring of the two caps. Then tip the ISO35 further back to angle of 90 degree, so it will get a completely empty of HU35 unit. Then close the outflow point and connect the water tube to the SU35. So this is the small protocol of to cleaning of and removing of water from IC35. Now we're going to talk about our heater cooler machines, the IC35 with 3T system. So prior to initial the operation and prior to starting the surface disinfection of the water circuit, after every operation surface disinfection, we have two protocol here. Number one is 7 days water change, and then hydrogen peroxide and disinfection of our overflow bottles. Number two is every 14 days disinfection of the water circuit, and third is we are doing yearly exchange of the tubing, and then regularly we are taking water sample to see if there is any growth uh, happening in our water. So if you find any positive growth from the microbacteria, so then you have to keep this unit away and keep your unit properly disinfect, and then you can use on a regular basis of in a cardiac surgery. So now we're going to learn how to drain the water and how we're going to rinse the water and how to disinfect the 7-day protocol. So close the can jack. This is the white bottle behind our heater cooler machine with the matching cover. Use only pre-soaked, ready to be used disinfecting tissue. Clean all accessible system surfaces. Disinfect all accessible service surfaces. Ensure that no liquid enter the housing. Drain water tank. Be sure that the drain valves are closed. And once the tanks are empty, then open the filling on the top and fill the device with the filter tap water until the first orange bar is blinking. Here you see the orange bar is blinking here. Huh? And then add 150 ml of hydrogen peroxide. Fill the device with the tap filter water until the two green bar start blinking. Close the tank. Disconnect the short circuit tubing patient 1. Then create a short circuit between inlet of the cardioplegia and inlet of the patient 1 while the disinfecting the tubing and device connectors. Start cold cardioplegia, circulate for 5 minutes, stop cardioplegia, switch off the device, and drain the water. Empty the overflow bottle, disinfect the overflow bottle with the automatic chemical thermal disinfection in a water disinfector. Then be sure the water seal protective. Be sure to wear the protective glasses and cloths. Any complete PPE you require for this procedure. Use the aqua service water fill from the PAL to fill the device with the filter tap water. Be sure that the filter is not expired yet. Switch on the device, mute the low alarm button. Open the filling, disinfect the filling and tubing of the water filter. Tap the device with the filter tap water until the first orange bar is blinking. And then now you can add, like we have here, we have the pure sterile with us. So we are using 450 ml of pure sterile. We added and then fill the disinfection in the device. And then we added we tap water until two bar get green, and we close the filling, and we make sure the circuits are closed properly. Then the disinfect tubing connector, disinfect device connector, create a short circuit between inlet of cardioplegia and inlet of the patient 1. Make sure all circuits are closed properly. Then we have to set the cardioplegia to 10 degrees Celsius, set warm cardioplegia at 10, 20 degrees Celsius, set the cardioplegia circle, then start and cardioplegia circulate for 5 minutes. Stop cardioplegia, disinfect additional circuit, tubing, disinfect device connector, establish a short circuit establish a short circuit tubing for patient 2 volts. Then you have to disinfect and disconnect and disinfect all the tubing and circuit, establish the circuit tubing with the cardioplegia. Again, disinfection connector of the long tubing, short circuit adapter, connector tubing with ending with the short circuit adapter. We have to disinfect again the connector, disinfect again the connector, tubings, create a short circuit between patient 1 and open all valves. Now see in a second, now we opened all the valves. Start warm plegia, patient 1 and 2, circulate for 10 minutes. Okay? Close all valves while circulating, running to empty the drain. When tubings When a tubing 4 to 3 time emptying, stop all circuit. So 3 to 4 times you have to rinse water. Then again you have to clean all the and disinfect all the tubes and connectors. Open both drains, drain device completely, close all drains. Now open the tank filling, fill the device with the filter tap water until 2 bars are green. Close tank filling, open all valves, start warm plegia. patient 1 and 2, and circulate for at least 3 minutes. Close all valves while circuit are running to emptying the tubes, and not empty all the tubes. When tubings are 6 to 4 times re-emptying, stop all circuits, open both drains, drain devices completely and close both drains. Then again open the filling, fill the device with the filter tap water until the first bar is blinking. Now time to add 150 ml of hydrogen peroxide. Fill the device with the filter tap water until two bar get clean. Close a tank and disconnect short circuit tubing patient 1. Create a short circuit between inlet pregia and inlet of patient 1. Disinfect tubing and connector and device. Start warm plegia, circulate for only 5 minutes and then again stop cold cardioplegia. Sorry, start cold cardioplegia for 5 minutes, stop cold cardioplegia and switch off the device. And your machine is ready to use. So guys, this is I'll try my